Hello, I'm Brenda Katerberg, Holland City Clerk. 2024 was one long election season for the clerk's office. As soon as the November 2023 City Council election was wrapped up, preparation started for the February 2024 presidential primary election. Then it was on to the May school election, the August primary election, and the November general presidential election. We usually plan on an election cycle as 15 weeks, so we figure we fit 60 weeks of work into the 52 weeks of the 2024 year. Our numbers for absentee ballot requests continued to rise. The positive part of more AV ballots is that we can account for those voters ahead of time and know that most of them will not go to the polls. The downside is AV ballots require more office labor, more paper supplies and envelopes, and more postage. New this year was an option for early voting for the national elections for all Michigan voters. Holland partnered with other municipalities in Ottawa County to open 4 early voting centers. The agreement with Ottawa County came with a price tag and also required that the Holland Clerk Office staff provide supervision for 5 of the 27 days of early voting. We're still evaluating the cost-benefit of the collaboration. Despite the hype around the November election, the overall turnout was about the same as past Novembers, with 62%. Of these voters, a larger percentage were voting by absentee ballot and at the early voting sites. Our seasonal election staff was phenomenal. Over 150 people worked for City of Holland elections this year in some capacity, in addition to the 5 staff in the clerk's office. About 20 city staff from other departments pitched in on election days, and the other 130 are our reliable election workers who come out just for election days. We are so thankful for all of these workers and their excellent work. We were able to secure several election grants, particularly for safety and security measures and upgrades to equipment and storage. We used a small portion of the funds to hire a police officer for the entire day of the November 5 election. Fortunately, his services were not required, but our poll workers expressed appreciation for having someone in place just in case. Other immediate election day needs were met by using some funds to purchase items for the polling locations, such as directional signage and more voting booths. 2024 saw a significant changeover in clerk's office staff. A new clerk is on board after serving as the elections coordinator for the past several years. This then meant backfilling the elections coordinator role. The office also hired a new staff person for the customer service desk after departure and is in the process of filling a part-time clerical assistant position after a retirement. Wedged in with all the election duties, the clerk's office carried on with its other day-to-day duties. Passport applicants initially tapered off in 2024, but rebounded in the 4th quarter. This is the clerk's office's biggest source of revenue. Our passport photos are a good value, and photo services are requested by many. We're offering extended hours on some Wednesdays until 7 p.m. on a trial basis, and this has proved a popular option for applicants. The number of FOIA requests, Freedom of Information Act requests for public information, continues to rise. All FOIA requests are initially received and logged in the clerk's office, although often sent on to other departments for fulfillment. Licensing of various kinds remains steady. The number of annual business licenses and use of city facilities permits continues on a pace with recent years, but the office is issuing an increasing number of vendor truck permits for food trucks. Along with other departments, the clerk's office is transitioning to BS&A cloud software. The big move includes relearning how to issue licenses, how to submit invoices for payments, and how to enter hours for timesheets, among other processes. With the changeover, clerk staff has put in several hours of training on the new system. The clerk's office continues to fulfill its role as minute taker and records retainer for all activities of City Council. The clerk attends the weekly council meetings, and the clerk office staff works on all the follow-up activities. Minutes and proceedings are compiled, recorded, and put online. Follow-up on contracts and agreements approved as meetings take place, which includes getting signatures from vendors, reviewing requirements for insurance on the agreements, coordinating with the city attorney's office, getting documents recorded as necessary, and making sure all are available electronically. And notices are mailed or posted or published as required. And the customer service representatives continue to greet all visitors to City Hall and answer the main phone lines. A popular request of the customer service reps is for Project Pride coupons. a permit to take items to the refuse center. The customer service reps have issued over 1,000 coupons in 2024. We're looking forward to a quieter 2025 with opportunities to hone our processes and knowledge of the variety of responsibilities of the clerk office that we handle year-round. Key priorities for fiscal year 2026 will be to continue converting more processes to digital format, reduce the number of stored paper documents as is allowed, and develop a 2-year early voting process by which we could host our own early voting site. Thank you to Council and the public for support of our work. We will continue to use our resources responsibly as we work for you.